Welcome back, proppers. This week's project will be a vintage movie camera. We'll start off by cutting several blocks of 10mm EVA foam, sized to your preference. To add to the thickness, I'm going to layer in some foam board. The 10mm pieces will be attached to the foam board with contact cement. For detailing of the knobs, switches, bolts, and buttons, I'll be using various sizes of EVA foam. Throughout this video, I won't be giving you much detail on all the different buttons and switches because they're arbitrarily put in. This is one of those builds that you have to improvise on and try to make it look as authentic as possible. Most of the details I will be getting from a picture, but I will be improvising along the way. When creating a replica of anything, I always like to personalize it. I want to remind all of you early in this video to please subscribe to the channel and press that like button. It really does help keep the channel moving. To create all the detailing for the camera, I'll be using various size and shape punches. And instant glue will be used to attach most of the pieces. I usually find that the smaller, simpler projects take the longest amount of time to complete. But they can also be the most satisfying when they're done. I'm using a couple of spears to cut out the film reel from 10mm EVA foam. This is a PG channel, so let's get our minds out of the gutter. Now that's a little more wholesome. We'll be using 2 layers of the 10mm EVA foam for the film reels. The layers will be attached with contact cement. After sanding down the reel with my Dremel rotary tool, the outside edges are laid with foam clay. "10mm punch-outs are instant glued together to create the camera viewer. The makeshift dowel is covered with foam clay and set aside to dry while I attach the film reel to the camera. That attachment will be made with contact cement. The makeshift dowel for the viewer is then shaped and formed with my Dremel rotary tool before being attached to the camera with contact cement. Some final detailing is punched out of 2mm EVA foam and attached to the side of the camera with instant glue. The lens and other mechanisms from the front of the camera are punched out of several sizes of EVA foam, all of which will be attached to the front of the camera body with contact cement. The front carriage is created from 2 small pieces of metal rod and 2mm EVA foam. A small funnel is made out of 4mm EVA foam to create the lens cover. The lens cover is attached to the front of the camera with instant glue. Time to get started with the most difficult part of the build. I want this camera to be able to tilt and pan just like the original. I start by covering the foam core at the bottom of the camera with a piece of 10mm EVA foam to create a stable base. A channel is cut out of the base and a piece of plastic tubing is secured with instant glue to the bottom to serve as the housing for the camera tilt lever. It's then covered with a piece of 4mm EVA foam to serve as a stable base for the unit that I'll be using for the camera panning motion. 6mm EVA foam washers will be used to connect the camera tilt section to the camera pan section. I'll be using this donut escutcheon to act as the pan mechanism. A washer and spear will be cut out of 10mm EVA foam to cover the panning unit and make it easier to attach to the camera. The 10mm foam is attached to the escutcheon with instant glue and rounded off with my Dremel rotary tool. The 10mm spear is attached to that with instant glue and then notched out to accommodate the tilting mechanism before being attached to the camera. A corresponding notch to the pan mechanism is cut out of the base of the camera. The pan tilt mechanism is tested out before attaching the EVA foam washers that'll connect the two units together. When I'm satisfied with both motions, the two pieces will be connected with contact cement. Although the motion is working properly, I decided that if I notch the size, it'll actually work a lot better and look a lot better. Never be afraid to make last-minute changes to improve the look and operation of your project. A great improvement for a small amount of additional effort. For the wooden tripod legs, I'll be using some thin depression sticks. The sticks will first be cut to length and then angled split with my X-Acto knife. Two of the sticks will be glued together at the bottom pointy section while leaving the uppermost wider section open. A final test of the pan tilt mechanism before attaching another 10mm EVA foam spear to the bottom of the camera to accept the wooden tripod legs. With the camera completed, it's given one coat of black Plasti-Dip. A small strip of 2mm EVA foam was wrapped around the base to even it out to attach the stop blocks for the panning motion. The stop blocks will be two small pieces of wood instant glued to both sections of the base. Notches or angled cut into the EVA foam base with my X-Acto knife to accept the wooden tripod legs. When I'm happy with the angle, the legs are sealed into place with instant glue. The camera is then attached to a small wooden base. Holes are drilled into the base following the angles of the tripod legs, and the camera is then sealed into place with instant glue. A 4mm lens brace is inserted into place and selected elements of the camera detailing is painted silver. The wooden tripod legs are painted gold. And that marks the end of this week's project. As always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, press that like button, and press the bell notification so you'll be notified when each new video is uploaded. And don't forget to purchase my two books, Inherent Evil and Escaping the Green Abyss, both available on Amazon and Kindle. Don't fall behind, the new one's coming out very soon.